slides today. I needed 3. So there will be a lot of clicking when I'm done. That'll be super fun for all of us. I really believe this. Student engagement is the most important thing. And so that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. And really this is all about you changing. I'm going to stay just the same because that's the way we mostly like to do change. So when I did a poll, I asked people, would you rather change or just complain? 81% said, do I have to pick? This is hard. So you're going to go first, by the way. What I learned from teaching is that there is only one kind of learning, and that's individualized. There's no other way to do it besides that. So when we all go back to school this fall, I want every single one of you to remember that. Remember, I'm staying just the same. But for you guys, that's what you'll do. It's really important to remember that there's a big difference between compliance and engagement. A lot of people look like they're learning, like you right now. All of you, you're looking at me, or you're looking at the slide, or maybe you're looking at your iPad, and I'm pretending you're tweeting about what I'm saying right now. But I really don't know what you're doing. I don't know that unless I talk to you about your own learning and what's happening inside your head. That's the only way that we can tell. It's not with a standardized test. So this is kind of a corollary to what I was going to say today. I really believe we have to stop using things like worksheets. Even though it's a very convenient method of conveying information or telling ourselves we're conveying information, if you consistently give things to kids that aren't worksheets and you make them work really hard, they will actually ask for worksheets. Anybody ever experienced this? They're like, oh my God, miss, just give me a worksheet. This is way too hard. So if your kids ever say that to you, you're doing it right. Keep going. You don't have to change a thing. I think that student interest increases as we give them more choices. This little argument here came out of a Friday night between Mr. Mayer and I. We went out to a restaurant and did what we always do, talked about education because it's both of our field. And we started out with the idea that science labs and other hands-on activities like that may or may not actually be that engaging to students. And I maintain that they're not actually that engaging because I don't know a science teacher ever who said, I'm going to give you an experiment and I have no idea what's going to happen. Anybody ever done that? A little sulfuric acid, some different ingredients, and you just say, just go for it. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? It's going to be really exciting. Don't do that. But that's why they're kind of low on the student choice continuum, because that's not really a student-directed thing to do. That's really, I already know what's going to happen. So I love that all of my colleagues today are talking about giving students choices, and they don't know what's going to happen. They're just going to go with it and see. So transformation can look a lot of different ways, and I don't have any more time left to click through all of these, but aren't the pictures cool? Remember when we used to think there would be flying cars? Well, this is what happened instead, and it's also pretty cool, because now music takes up no space. Bam, that just happened, and you weren't even paying attention. This newspaper over here from 1991, you could have spent all your whole entire paycheck for a year on all these devices. In 2015, your phone does every single one of them. That's pretty spectacular. So when we go back, we really have to look at our colleagues' classrooms, because it's a lot easier to ask other people to change, and ask ourselves if our classrooms have changed as much as the world around us. So this slide is left intentionally blank to remind you not to be left in the standardized testing box, because we don't buy things like drills because we want drills, although my husband does, but nobody else I know. We buy all these different devices because we want to improve education. Thank you very much.